Today, my goal is to recreate the new trailer for Garten of BanBan 7, and I'm gonna do that here inside Minecraft. Just look at this new trailer for Garten. Some new things appear like BanBan thrown on the ground with some green spots, some new green aliens with a really strange big head. There's all this zooming in on this door that later on you'll understand the chair of Toadster, but now he's very sad. As I mentioned, the zoom on the door, it's because a hand comes out from inside and it's from the new character. So obviously we're going to start by making this part here where BanBan is with the green spots. I entered here into the Minecraft world where everything is flat. Look at this. We can create the scenarios here with more freedom. I'm going to use gravel for the ground because I think it will look nicer, and then I'll make some green stains with mini blocks. Then I just created a base, and here I'm gonna create a wall. But this specific wall, I'm gonna make some details with chisel and bits as if it were like this, because you can see that the wall has some division lines. I find it interesting to add these lines here. Then I'll just copy all of this with this axe, writing this command and copying the walls to the side. Perfect. I've made some edits and it turned out much better. It's closer to the original. Now I'm just gonna use this spade mod here to create mini blocks, and these mini blocks are going to add a kind of extra detail. I know it's not necessary, but I like to make things pretty. I think it's gonna look much nicer. Oh, I can't forget, I'm gonna use this function here, which is to paint, and then I'm gonna create a kind of green painting on the wall, and obviously also a green painting on the ground where BanBan is going to be lying down. Now I just need to come over here to the side, mark the slash after one up here, and give this command to make a black wall, and our scene was finally ready. Now all that's left is to add BanBan lying here, but I'm gonna have to edit him because he's all messed up, isn't he? In this case, the camera is gonna have this kind of zoom, like this. I created a new texture for BanBan to make it look like he was injured with this green color, and the texture turned out really beautiful. Seriously, guys, look at this. I think I outdid myself with the texture this time. Seriously, it's ridiculously beautiful. You can see that there are even marks of scratches here on his belly. Seriously, I love this texture that I created. For you to have a basis for comparison, this is what it looks like in the original Garten trailer, and this is how my scene turned out in Minecraft. I really liked it. Comment if you liked it, because now we're moving on to the second part of the trailer, which is where the aliens appear. And as I said, the next part that appears in the trailer is this one. Look, in a room where there are some aliens playing cards. They're at a table with a coffee cup, some cards. There are some chairs thrown about, a bartender in the back who is also an alien, so that's what I'm going to recreate. To do it, I'll need to first create the scene, which is going to be the bigger scene. I'll show you how I made it. I literally created a room and then started adding decorations like tables, chairs, and cards. And finally, all the aliens seated in their respective places. Maybe this here has been one of the best scenes I've ever created here, huh? Not to say anything, but it was very well decorated. Full of details on the tables, as you can see here. The details that they were playing cards, kind of on the original table. There were lollipops, but I put popsicles since here in the mod there are only popsicles. Then there are the chairs pulled out here on the floor, some boxes. Here behind, there's like a shelf that was there too. Well, what happens here now is that we're gonna have to do a recording where I'll be holding a controller. So yeah, not in this case, I need a Garten of BanBan controller, not a TV remote. So I opened the Blockbench app and I recreated a classic Garten of BanBan controller, the one with the red antenna. Only now it has two. And yeah, now we have a controller here, and well, the specific scene we're going to record will be like this. We're going to be here looking down, then look up. See these aliens. Move back a bit until you get the view of that alien in the back. Obviously, it's going to be with much nicer lighting. This is what the original trailer part is like in Garten of BanBan 7, and this is how mine turned out in Minecraft. Personally, I liked it a lot. And so, if you guys took a closer look, you can see that my map has more decoration than the one in Garten itself. But, alright, now before we move on to the next scene, I wanted to ask you a question. Do you like Garten of BanBan or Poppy Playtime? Have you ever imagined having a doll of your favorite character in real life? So, if you go to the description of this video, there's a section with various products and dolls. If you want to buy, you could ask your parents for Easter. I think it's really cool to get a toy that you'll have forever rather than chocolates that finish quickly. So if you want to buy a doll of your favorite character, just go to the description of this video and choose the one you like the most. And obviously, at the end of the video, I'll put together all these scenes that I'm creating to form the complete trailer for you to watch. So stay until the end. Well, the next part that appears in the trailer is this one. There's a sign that says welcome to Sittingen. I'm not quite sure what that is, but it seems like a neon city. I'm not sure, but it's to show that there's a lot of lighting. I'm going to have to recreate this here in mine. To do this, I created an entire space with black blocks to have this background as if it were a blur, right? A fog, a smoke. Then I started adding the buildings and decorations like the LEDs, the lamps. They're just not blinking right now. But later in the editing, I'll add an effect that will make them colorful, and it's going to look very beautiful. Look, without editing, it's not as cool, not as magical, because the little lamps have no color. They are just black and white, but relax. It will be colorful in the final result. Here, there's not much mystery. There's a detail. Down here, there's like a lot of decoration that I placed, but all this decoration here won't appear. I will come here in the mode that I use, and I can add a path and mark a position. See that I'm like a drone. I can rotate the camera all I want, and then I position myself more or less where it is in Garten, which in this case would be here. After that, I just zoom in. I can zoom out. It will look all strange, and zoom in on the sign. That's what happens. Then I add another point and walk a little forward, which gives here. And in the end, if we release all this, the result is a camera moving slowly forward, which looks very beautiful here in Minecraft. Well, this one was quite simple. I didn't even need to show you how it turned out, but just for you to have a spoiler, a comparison, this one is from Garten, and this one is how mine turned out. I don't want to keep dragging on in this video, especially since the trailer is quite short. So here, look, the other scene that we have to do, it is showing another part that also seems to be from this Sittingen with the pink floor and such. But the difference is that if you pay attention, there in the left corner, there will be an alien, and he's sitting on the floor. It seems like he's crying from the way he's rocking. So yeah, I created this scenario as well by first adding a building. Then I made some decorations, a wall with a fence. I placed some things on the ground so it wouldn't look so bare because just that pink floor was too simple. And then I just created another building on the right side. There was a road in the middle. It turned out pretty cool. Very beautiful, as I said. The floor here was supposed to be just a pink floor, but I added some more decorations because it was too simplistic. So I decided to add a few more things. The scene turned out very beautiful, but as I said, here there's an alien crying. I'm gonna do the following. I'll stop here at this part. I'll press a button, and I've set aside his skin here. When I start recording, I'll become this alien. You can see that he has no animation at all. I didn't create anything for him walking or anything because his purpose is to be standing still right here. After I do this recording, I can leave here. And when I press to release the replay, our alien is here. I can interact with him and all if I want to, but what I really want to do is go here to our camera, where I will be able to create a new pose for our alien. So first, he's going to be turned towards the wall. I'll lift his leg like this and bend it at the knee. Then I lift this other leg of his here as well and bend it at the knee. Then it's just about making him sit down here on the ground, and I'll turn his body as if he was kind of sad. You know, when you hold your knee like this, then take here, in a real crying position, take here, bend his other arm, and perfect. Now, when I press to release the replay again, our alien will be here, sitting still. But he still doesn't have that animation of moving back and forth, you know? Because it's just about me going to the camera again. And it's just about me creating another position for him. But now a bit more crouched down, like this. I'm gonna change the arm a bit too, and change the head a little. As you can see here in the mod, there are two animations that I created. It's just about taking them and pasting and copying several times. And now, when I go back here and release the replay, he will be doing this very cool animation. That was exactly what I wanted. I just go back here to the animations and create a camera, zoom in, position, create another, position more, forward, like this, and our camera animation is ready. This is how it was in the original trailer, and this is how it turned out in Minecraft. Very beautiful. The next part from the trailer is going to be a really cool part to create, because here's the thing. If we pay attention, it's showing a corridor, but with a kind of strange image, because this is the image of us controlling the drone. If you notice, there in the upper left corner, there's a drone symbol, which means that in the new Garten, we will be able to control it. I started by making the map, which was a corridor and such, but this is not going to be the biggest challenge. The map is going to be the simplest part. I put a lot of decorations, some vines there, broke everything to make it look like an abandoned place, just like in Garten. It's quite abandoned. Coming here, you can see that our map turned out beautiful, let's be honest. And now, what I'm going to have to do, as you know, who controls here now in this camera is a drone. The first thing I'm going to have to do is to switch to spectator mode, and I'm gonna have to record a scene flying like this. Here I go up, here I go down, but it's not gonna look cool like this. You know why? Because it has to be a smoother camera, like this one here, which is a smoother camera. And second, I thought of a very important detail. I created this here. It's just an image, really, simulating that drone icon from Garten of BanBan. Of course, I made it square, because in Minecraft things are square, but it ended up looking quite similar. Now I'm gonna take this here and you can see that it stayed there on my screen. The difference is that now I'm just going to position it more to the right here. Now it's going to stay on my screen while I move, looking like it's really... I'm controlling the drone camera. I just have to press this button here, and then like my hand there will disappear. In this case, the hot bar. I press here and ready. Now let's go back to the scene. Look, guys, it's full of scenes spread out here already because I spread a bunch. And now, yes, I can make a recording walking forward. Here it goes up a bit. Then when it gets close to the lamp, it goes down again. Getting here, it looks a bit to the right with the drone. Looks a little to the left, forward, and the drone keeps moving and cuts. In the Garten trailer, you can notice that, as I said before, the drone's image, it's kind of bad. It's kind of yellowish with a lot of noise. But in the editing, I'm also gonna make it weird. I'm gonna leave the Minecraft image with these noises to stay faithful to the game, of course. And finally, we've reached the last part, and now it shows the chair of Toadster. But he's imprisoned and sad. So yeah, let's go make the scenario. I made the scenario here as if it were a prison, because the camera is gonna stay just like this, zooming in until it reaches the chair of Toadster, who will be imprisoned there. Did I record and build this scenario? I recorded, but I lost the recording. So yeah, there won't be me showing making it. But no problem. Now what we're gonna have to do is come here. I just need to press and make a recording with the chair of Toadster. Ah, there's a detail. The chair of Toadster in the trailer. If you pay attention, he's sad. Don't worry, I'll fix this. Just took the chair of Toadster that I had and made him sad. Oh no, there's one more thing. Now he's 100% sad. Now it's just about recording with the sad chair of Toadster here. He's going to be standing and we'll move a bit to the side. And that's it. Look at his little face. Well, our trailer is ready. Stay with the complete result and comment what you thought. Thanks.
I'll hold them off. Look for the surgeon.
I don't think you understand the trouble we're in now. For all we know, everyone who was helping you is either dead or brain dead. I'd say we're back right where we started, but it's worse than that. There's nothing in the city but dread and darkness. No one here seems to feel anything. And let's just say, partner, I ain't feeling very euphoric either.
And if you watch the video up to here, comment this word that's appearing on the screen to know who is truly loyal. I'll give a little heart on your comment. Thanks.